We know you love your job, but sometimes the grind of work can get you down. Are you tired of sucky competitions with weak sauce prizes? So are we. That's why we've created the 2017 Holiday Submission Contest. Look, I don't want to set your expectations too high, but this is going to be the most epic competition since the Quarter Quell Hunger Games. So turn off your little baby office heaters, because we're bringing the heat this year with 18 sick prizes over the course of the next 6 weeks. Then, after it's all said and done, the top 3 Canada hustlers out there are going to be awarded the 3 grand prizes. Is it going to be freaking awesome? Well, maybe you didn't hear me a minute ago when I said the thing about all the sick prizes. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, so over the next 6 weeks, we're going to have a submission contest with 2 parts. The grand prize contest and the weekly contest. The weekly contest is based solely on submissions. So, every submission you have in a week over 5, you get 1 entry into the weekly drawing. The more subs you have, the more chances you have to win, so sub all you can. Every week we're going to draw 3 winners, who will each receive a prize valued at about $100. Every week we start over, and you have a fresh chance to win. For the grand prize contest, the 3 recruiters with the highest accumulated recruiter points will win. Because this is a submission contest, we're doubling the amount of points that a submission is worth. So instead of it being 3 for a pre-screen, 5 for submissions, and 15 for continued hires, it's going to be 3 for a pre-screen, 10 for submissions, and 15 for continued hires. The grand prizes are going to be awesome, so you're going to want to stay in the game for that. I'm emailing everyone a quick reference guide with more details, but are there any questions that I can answer for you right now? Nicole, let's start with you.
I have a question. When do we start?
That was actually a really good question. There's no reason to be embarrassed. So the contest is going to start on Monday, November 6th at 8 a.m. And it's going to end on Monday, December 18th, also at 8 a.m. Now I think we got Kobe and Sally.
What are the prizes?
We're actually not ready to divulge right now what the prizes are going to be exactly, but suffice it to say that it's going to be a really good deal. So the weekly ones are worth $100 a piece, ish, and then the grand prizes are going to be first place is going to be worth $1,000, second place is worth $500, and third place is worth $250. So it's going to be a pretty awesome deal. Good question. So next we have Tracy. What's going on, Tracy?
How can we make sure the submissions are legit and nobody can commit fraud?
Well, that's a little sassy, but I completely understand your point. So we've actually instituted the Troy fight song rule, so that there's no cheating. Just kidding, Troy. I don't believe you cheated. But just in case there's any kind of how do we know people are subbing good people? How do we know that they're not just doing it to get points? Every week in our one-on-ones from now on, we're going to randomly select 2 of your submissions from the previous week and go over them together. So not only will it be a good way to kind of audit people, but it'll be a really good time for coaching as well. All right, next up's Ariel Fry.
Saying the 50 states in alphabetical order.
I'm sorry, did you say the 50 states?
Yeah, I can do it in like 21 seconds.
Okay, fantastic.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming.
Dude, that was actually really impressive. So do you have a real question?
No.
Okay. Paige Korasinasenekek.
Is there a limit on how many prizes we can win?
Actually, that's a really good question. It's kind of cocky because it sounds like you think you're going to win a lot, which I'm super pumped about. But basically, you're going to be able to win one prize per week, and that'll be the limit, and then one in the finals for second or third. So, honestly, you have the opportunity to win up to, what would that be? $100 a week for 6 weeks. That's $600 plus $1,000 for the grand prize. So that's a $1,600 value all in. Jimmy Colbert.
What happens if there's a week where there aren't enough recruiters with more than 6 submissions?
Yeah, honestly, Jimmy, I hope we never live to see that day that we don't have more than 3 people with over 5 submissions in a week. But if we do, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, let's see what Kim Alfaro has to ask.
Doing this weird number with my finger? Is that weird?
I mean, yeah, it's
Like a
kind of
double digit thing.
All right, that was super interesting. But what did you have for a question?
I'm gonna do a musical number that Allison Fancher does all the time.
Yeah.
She just belts out, "I can show you the world, shining, shimmering splendor."
That's actually super great. Kim's got pipes. Very good singer. You have talent. Granted, you have talent.
I think singing is where I'm at.
Kim, with what you know so far about the contest, would you say that you love it?
Throw love around there,
I don't blame you.
you know?
That's respectable. Now we got our 2 newest guys, Crystal and John. What can I do for you?
So I got a question. Are rookies eligible?
Actually, really good question, guys. Just because you're new and you're a rook, a straight up rookie, newbie, don't know anything yet, doesn't mean you can't compete. So I actually think you're going to do really well. You're going to be finished with training this week, and then you can start Monday with everybody else. So good luck. Hey, Troy, what's your question?
It's harder to recruit this time of year, and I'm taking time off. Is that fair to me?
No, so I see where you're getting at there, but it actually is fair because yes, it's a harder time of the year to recruit, and a lot of us will take time off, but it's the same for everybody across the board. And actually, that's why we're having the competition, because it's kind of one of those things where we know that it's hard, but instead of using it as an excuse, we're actually going to have some fun and have a contest to reward you for overcoming the obstacles. Good question. Hey, Addison, what's your question?
Gonna miss you a lot. Learned a lot about you, or a lot from you. Learned a lot about you too, but learned a lot from you regarding this role. Consider you, somebody I looked up to here, still look up to. At the same time, I am excited to take your office.
Hey, I don't know what you heard, but I'm not going anywhere. I don't think. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
I love my job.
That's super awesome, man. So, as far as the contest goes, is there anything else you'd like to see?
That would probably be, I would say, vanilla ice cream, a little bit of cookie dough, some chocolate sprinkles, whipped cream, a little cherry on top.
Hey, man, can't argue with that. So that's all the time we've got. I hope you guys enjoy the contest. I hope you kill it. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, we're going to email you a quick reference guide so that you can know all the rules and stipulations, things like that. But come Monday, start killing it. See you guys.